Welcome to our special time with God and each other. My name is Reverend Darrell Goodwin. Today, we're going to talk about helping others. Sometimes it takes big, brave choices to really help people. Are you ready? Here we go.
Exodus chapter 2, verses 1 through 10. In a time when Pharaoh had enslaved God's people and declared that they could have no more boy babies, a man from Levi's household married a Levite woman. The woman became pregnant and gave birth to a son. She saw that the baby was healthy and beautiful, so she hid him for 3 months. When she couldn't hide him any longer, she took a reed basket and sealed it with black tar. She put the child in the basket and set the basket among the reeds at the riverbank. The baby's older sister stood watch nearby to see what would happen to him. Pharaoh's daughter came down to bathe in the river, while her women servants walked along beside the river. She saw the basket among the reeds, and she sent one of her servants to bring it to her. When she opened it, she saw the child. The boy was crying, and she felt sorry for him. She said, "This must be one of the Hebrews' children." Then the baby's sister said to Pharaoh's daughter, "Would you like me to go and find one of the Hebrew women to nurse the child for you?" Pharaoh's daughter agreed. "Yes, do that." So the girl went and called the child's mother. Pharaoh's daughter said to her, "Take this child and nurse it for me, and I'll pay you for your work." So the woman took the child and nursed it. After the child had grown up, she brought him back to Pharaoh's daughter, who adopted him as her son. She named him Moses because she said, "I pulled him out of the water."
Before Moses was called to lead God's people, he was a baby. Before Moses challenged Pharaoh and set God's people free, he was a child. Before Moses went up to the mountain to talk with God, he was just a baby and in great danger. Moses' family had come to Egypt long ago with many other families. Over many years, things changed, and those who had always lived in Egypt started ordering them around. Over the years, those who had always lived in Egypt became bullies and scared them. Eventually, Egypt's leader, called Pharaoh, said that they had to work for the Egyptians and they could not leave. Pharaoh did even worse things. When he saw how many of God's people lived in Egypt, he worried. So Pharaoh gave an order that all boy babies that were not born to Egyptian families should be killed. As a baby, Moses was in great danger, and he did not even know it. His mother did, and so did his big sister. They found a way to protect Moses, putting him in a floating basket and floating it into the river. Now, they did not just float it in the middle, they put the basket where someone could find it. They made sure that Pharaoh's daughter was close by the water's edge and then nudged the basket. It bobbed its way toward her, and she had to make a very big decision. She decided to rescue the baby and to raise it as her own child. But she would need some help. A young girl, Moses' sister, just happened to show up and suggested the perfect person to help. Pharaoh's daughter ended up asking Moses' mother to help her raise the child. I wonder why the princess decided to rescue the baby. I wonder what Moses' sister thought as she watched. I wonder what hard choices we might have to make to help others. I wonder if everyone was brave enough to make hard choices, how the world might change.
God is making this world a better place. God is making this world a better place. God is making this world a better place. Through the things we do when we live Jesus' way. When we choose to be peacemakers. When we choose to give more than take. When we honor our Creator. Then we're living in the Jesus way. God is making this world a better place. God is making this world a better place. God is making this world a better place. Through the things we do when we live Jesus' way. When we choose to act with justice, honor and respect every race. When the earth knows it can trust us, then we're living in the Jesus way. God is making this world a better place. God is making this world a better place. God is making this world a better place. Through the things we do when we live Jesus' way. Through the things we do when we live Jesus' way. Through the things we do when we live Jesus' way.
After our prayer, you are invited to do today's activity sheet from the website. Now, let's talk to God together.
God, you care for us in such amazing ways. You also give us what we need to care for each other. Help us to use the gifts we have to create a just world for all people. Amen.